I was the type, I respected my mom a lot. She'd beat the shit out of me if I did something out of line. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Cooped. I'm Cooped up right now. I'm bringing you another reaction video. So recently I reacted to Charleston White, and somebody in the comments told me to react to his first interview on Say Cheese, but obviously that video is kind of long. So I just scrolled through some of Charleston White videos on Say Cheese, and then I came across this video where he explained why other races essentially don't like black people. So I figured I'd react to this video. So we're gonna jump right into the video and give our thoughts on the video.
And Ice Cube been bucking. Ice Cube been bucking with the Black Revolutionary talk. So of course they gonna put a wall up. Nigga, I ain't bucking no more. I'm saying white folk let me in. Yeah, I wanna cross over. I ain't bucking no more. I wanna go along to get along. I don't wanna buck. I don't wanna be exclusively black no more. I wanna be embraced by white America too. Cause I got white people who love what I say. The clip is going.
That's one thing I never understood about black culture. Just because I go deal with whites, go play sports, go do business or whatever at an all-white school, or go deal with an all-white business, or go work for the white man, as people like to say, that don't mean I'm not for black culture and want to deal with black people. Especially if those black people are doing right, doing good business and stuff like that. I don't see why I have to just stick solely to black people. I get it, like, let's grow black culture, but I don't seem like that's what people really trying to do. It don't seem like black people really want to work together. And real quick, if you're the exception, then you shouldn't feel no type of way about it. I'm just grouping us all together just because our skin color is what it is. But it seems like it's only with white people it becomes an issue.
It's going viral from our last interview. You said black people are the least intelligent people. We're angry. You was really saying we're the bottom of the barrel.
We are. Last place.
As a whole?
As a whole.
We have a lot of great people.
We have a hood, but we don't have a
We
community.
have the
we
exceptions.
A lot of great people.
The exceptions
what
we definitely have.
For having a lot of great people.
We have a lot of influence.
We have a lot of influence.
That's true.
But what do we have? We have a hood. We don't have a community. So even the people with the influence are not visible in our communities. They don't have after school programs. We don't have a black grocery store nowhere. We don't have a black bank. We don't, outside of Atlanta, a few places in Houston. What do we have as a community? Yeah, we got a hood, but we don't own nothing in the hood.
I think we were never taught anything in school. We didn't know nothing about building credit and shit like that.
Well, you're not taught at school. You're supposed to be taught at home.
Yeah.
It's ironic that he said that about the credit, because growing up, my mom opened up lines of credit in my name just to get by. Maybe she had to pay some bills or for whatever reason. Or, growing up playing football, like she probably used it to buy football equipment or whatever the case may have been. But you kind of start behind the curve being a black dude raised by a single mom in other ways too. But I noticed that's one thing. So it took me a long time to start building credit, especially with that interest piling up. So it's funny that he say that, which is true. Like we don't come in to our adulthood knowing about credit and how to manage credit and stuff.
Yeah.
Education starts in the home. So we all know about credit. Everybody's seen Bandman Kevin Wilson.
And this is not a knock on the single moms and stuff. They had to do what they had to do. I know in some cases, some of these moms be the problem as to why the dads kind of like step away. Not saying it's ever acceptable for a dad to do that, but the cards are dealt. It ain't really much you can do.
Real estate program. But even then, when you look into the schools and it's time to graduate, how many black kids you see at the top of the class?
I have to see.
I mean, if you go to an all-black school, I'm sure they're the black person at the top of the class. So, but I get what he's saying.
A lot.
I don't. I see black kids graduating, but they're not graduating with academic scholarships going nowhere. When you look at the testing scores in this country, we're at the bottom. When you go on work, you don't see outstanding work employees. You don't see all of our black people coming together doing nothing. Yeah, we got a lot of great individual people, but as a group and as a whole, they like this, we like this. We have individual accomplishments.
I see what you're
but
saying.
As a group and as a whole,
like Elon Musk and Trump.
There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? I get it.
And but where's our black bank?
And see, this where it get kind of tricky, because I agree with what he's saying, and this is where our problem come in at. So when we hear stuff like this, we get super sensitive and start pointing the fingers. That's the first thing us black people do. And like I said, I'm not gonna exclude myself because I'm talking in general. So, but this is when we get the pointing fingers. Well, they did this, they did this, they blew up this, and it's kind of like, but what does that got to do with now? Like, it's like we always want to hang on the past and stuff, but it's like nothing's really stopping us. Yeah, we're outnumbered or whatever in America, but it is what it is. Like, that ain't gonna stop you. You got to start somewhere, and if we gonna always point the finger, that's where the problem comes. It's like we got to be accountable for ourselves, and you seen it during the George Floyd, and even with the whole 2020 thing. It's like I can speak. So I'm from Detroit, right? During that pandemic time, they were taking a basketball hoop down, and us as black people decided, well, since they're going to take the rims from us, let's just go out there and do high speed chases and stuff like that. That was so counterproductive. Like, what is that doing for us? Yeah, they gonna trap us in the house. Let's go fucking do high speed chases and act reckless. Same with the George Floyd riots, dude. What is looting and all that doing for us? It's not doing nothing. Like the way we go about doing things out of emotion is like literally not a rational thought. That's not rational.
It's black banks out there. I can't tell you where.
That's what I'm saying.
And I actually can speak on this because I got an outside looking in perspective. So I'm from Detroit, like I mentioned. I lived here from the time I was born till I was like 19, 20 years old. I went off to a community college to play basketball. I had a little situation that kept me from going straight to college. I went to an all-white community college in northern Michigan. It was 4 hours from Detroit, literally 99.7% white. 99.7. And then after I did my 2 years there, I went to Canada. Diverse, super diverse. Canada's very diverse. And I did some basketball there. I played in a college, well, a university there. And honestly, I felt so behind the curve. Like, I really did. And not only that, I didn't even realize that I spoke different. It wasn't because of the accent or anything like that. It was literally, I used too much slang, like the ebonics, I guess you want to call it. I didn't know how to speak to other people outside of the black community. So, in a sense, it would come off as like you're kind of like dumb, I guess. So, in their eyes, they looked at me as like I'm not educated, which it wasn't that like with paperwork I was struggling. It was just like communicating with others. I kind of had to adapt and get better at speaking. And when I came back, I was called an Uncle Tom, or I was told I talk white. Now I'm not the most articulate person, but I guess to the people in Detroit, if you've never been here, even listening to storytelling, sometimes if you're not from here, you can't really pick up on the lingo. So it was kind of funny that I kind of got shamed for talking the way I do. And if you ask me, I don't talk white. So it's crazy.
But it's black banks
We can
out
tell you
there.
where Bank of America is. We can tell you the name of Chase, Wells Fargo. Where's a black hospital? Nigga, we left the HBCU to go to Colorado. See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that was crazy.
So
Once Prime left, everybody just dipped with him.
While we look at individual accomplishments.
It was the cross colors jogging suits all through
Black
champs
airline
and
would be dope.
finish line and Foot Locker.
Nigga, a black, come on, all these black people that got food chains. Where's a black restaurant that we can franchise throughout America?
Yeah.
So, nigga, we looking at individual accomplishments. They looking at the group. That's why Trump went and got all white people to come in his cabinet.
When we're getting constructive criticism as black people, we kind of paint that as bad, as like you're hating or you against us or whatever, or you're racist. Whether it's said with a certain tone or not, it's still like we take it as offense, as opposed to when we're given like bad advice or we're getting told that fighting is okay or violence is okay or the street life or whatever is okay. It's like we're excited to hear that. So it's kind of backwards. It's like if you really want to get better and grow as a group of people, you got to be able to listen to the stuff you don't want to hear.
Nigga, Ice Cube trying to get a 3-on-3 basketball. How many black people done got behind him with their money to try to help him establish his league?
I thought black people did do that, but I don't
We
know.
would not do this and come together. So no, homie.
But everybody that gets super rich, like even Jay-Z, he's teaming up with other white people.
Because
he's not sponsoring a Charleston White that's preaching a message that should be to the
Well, I guess that get tricky. Like, I'm not rich, so I don't know, but I'm sure that some of those guys that become wealthy, they don't be able to tell people intentions, because you see rappers and some of these high profile people that go into the black community, some of these rappers getting killed. Now I get it, it's like beefs here and there, but a lot of those beefs are rooted in jealousy. Let's just be real. Like, it's really just rooted in jealousy. Like, he blew up and stuff, and you still stuck in the same spot. So it kind of calls for the violence to occur.
next level. It's like people get super rich and then they team up with
him and Dame Dash broke up. How many of all these black people, from Jay-Z, Tyler Perry, Cat Williams, Mayweather, how many have all of them come together like Trump and them did? They won't do it. So why, homie, they the examples.
But you do see athletes do it more. Maybe not as much as people would like, but with all the podcasts going on and stuff, like former athletes coming together to make podcasts, you see it in that realm. It's starting to make sense. But I guess it makes sense because they're all pro athletes. They got something in common. They already made their money. They're the top 1%. So it's probably easier for them to just say, hey, let's come together. I can't lose much. Let's make this extra money on the side. Just sit here and talk sports and whatever happened during our time in the leagues. So you see it in that case, but other cases you don't see it. So I would say the athletes are the exceptions when it comes to coming together and working together.
So, nigga, they got all this money up there. None of them have came together.
But you said it, though, 2-3 years ago in Clubhouse. I'll never forget it. You said that one of your big homies said that two black men could never make money together.
His daddy told him that. His daddy was born in the third. He was
so
born
how
in
so how could we?
That's not true, but I kind of get what he's saying.
Black men can't
like I just said, you see pro athletes doing that.
That's true.
But
me and you do.
As far as like two people starting from the bottom, I don't know how long that's gonna last. Like, to be honest, because it's kind of like the school project type of thing, where it's like you both assign the assignment, but one person doing all the work while the other one sit back and get the credit. Or you see somebody who invested more and they feel like they should get more of the earnings, which can kind of cause conflict if y'all agreed to start it together, which implies 50-50. You could even refer to basketball where it's like it could be two players on the same team or whatever, and they equally talented. Maybe they averaging close in numbers, but one getting more praise than the other. You'll start to see envy there. It's like a jealousy thing. It's like, I gotta compete with you, although we're trying to accomplish the same goal. So I can kind of see what he's saying, but it is hard to hear. It's hard to hear because when you think about it, you like, damn, like, is it true? But I think that's why a lot of people do give him flack, because you don't want to have to hear it. You really don't.
So he said that's what his daddy told him. That's what he told me.
But do you feel that way?
I believe that until me and you met.
An exception.
Until me and you met. Nigga, we 3-4 years in. Nigga, we come together to party. Me and you come together, we get money and then we get back to the community.
Yeah.
But nigga, just off what me and you trying to build, nigga, we got black people talking against it.
Yeah.
Nigga, me and you probably two of the largest content creators in this Southwest region. Nigga, our own people come against us not to do this.
That crabs in the bucket. Crabs in the bucket. Whenever you're different or you're doing something different and it's just not the norm, you kind of get like shunned for it. So it's like, if you the guy in high school and you raising your hand to every question that the teacher asks, you kind of get shamed for that. If you in love with your girl, you get shamed for that. If your friends want you to come on a dummy mission, like a crash out mission, and you like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Like, no, y'all go ahead. You shunned. Like you looked at like, oh, he a square, he lame. If you ain't skipping class, he's lame. If you ain't trying to run through a bunch of chicks, you're lame. It seems like if you not doing the stuff that people deem cool, then it's like you kind of looked at like you crazy. So I really feel what he's saying. I kind of experienced this because like I was the type I respected my mom a lot. She'd beat the shit out of me if I did something out of line. So I had a lot of respect for my mom. So there was a lot of stuff like deal with I'd rather deal with y'all being mad than my mom being mad.
Got a problem with me and you building together. We ain't hurt nobody, no nigga. And
Crazy.
we both feed our families and eating good. Nigga, they coming against us.
Yeah. But it's a divide and conquer type of thing. It's like Charleston's big. I don't want him to get no bigger. Fuck with me. You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy he say that too, because in the field they doing, it's content creation. So it's like, there's not just a thing where you can only subscribe to one person. So you can subscribe to multiple content creation, which just go ahead and subscribe, you know? But no, like, so it's like, why hate? Like, why want to see somebody do bad? Multiple people can win, especially like, I can subscribe to 1 billion people if I chose to. So it's like, what's the issue? Why you gotta hate? Why you want to see him fail? Like, him growing don't stunt your growth. So it's like, that's pretty stupid.
A new study just came out saying in 2025, 100% of the labor workers are Hispanic immigrants.
I guess that's not true no more. But that's another thing though. See, they touching on a lot of great points. All these black people, they want to be business owner, which is nothing wrong with it. But like, if you can work a 9 to 5, work the 9 to 5 and do the business on the side. And then if that business start to replace your main job finances, then hey, that's when you start to move in that direction.
Nigga, we're going to have to be forced to become something like a slave. We don't have no job skills. We're not skilled with our hands as black men.
Gonna find a trade.
We're not skilled with our hands as black men. Niggas barely know how to throw straight punches because everybody with their phones typing. Niggas ain't got no skills. Niggas ain't got a forklift license, a CDL license, a crane license, a pilot license. Nigga ain't got nothing.
Told my nephew.
We know about all the celebrity gossip, who beefing. We know where the party gonna be at. We know how to roll up. So it ain't like we can't learn the skills. Like, you're gonna learn what you invest in or what you spend time doing or what you want to know, because everybody know everything's out there on YouTube to learn. Everything's out there, so you can start somewhere. But that is what it is. Can't save everybody. People gotta want to be saved.
Our elders before us had some type of skill. We're skillless.
Everybody want to rap.
Or shoot a gun.
Everybody want to rap.
He said that I'm a fraud.
You know him?
I don't know Devin Haney Daddy. I just know he a gangster Muslim that talk street and talk gangster but still holler assalamu alaikum. So that's why I don't respect the Muslim people. Because I see the Muslim niggas still adhere to the gangster codes and ethics. And they don't, nigga, I don't see Malcolm when I see these new Muslim niggas.
Oh, he
So
talking
I
about
would
black
never-
Muslim.
I
I'm about to say, where is he going with that, bro? Like, what?
Yeah, he had
You against Muslims?
On Vlad the
But
other day.
I see he talking
Said
about
that
black
I'm a
Muslims.
fraud and that I'm a cancer to black people. And I don't represent all black people. I represent fathers, nigga, fatherhood.
See, based off what I hear from the Charleston White, why is he a cancer to black people? Like, why are so many people hating him? If this is the gist of what he says, like, what is the issue with him? Like, because to my understanding, he's saying some real important stuff that we need to hear. But like I said before, people hate hearing the uncomfortable stuff that we need to hear. And it's like, we're never going to progress if that's what it is. It's like, constructive criticism help. And if you feel like you're being attacked, then that's the issue with you, to be honest, because he's, okay, yeah, we're black, so he's kind of coming at us, but he's also black too. So it ain't like he haven't dealt with whatever we feel like we dealt with. Which I don't think most of us dealt with anything. Like, we talk about these people holding us back. That could have been the feeling, because I can tell you this, like I said before, I was around all white people. I didn't have no issues. Like, okay, occasionally, like maybe once a year, somebody would drive past me and I'm walking down the street and they say something. But I didn't feel like I was like at harm. Like, I didn't feel like they were stopping me from doing anything. Like, so I don't I don't know where that comes from. Like I haven't received too much hate from any other race.
My character don't represent nothing. It's just a character. But for him to say I'm a fraud, nigga, I ain't.
Oh yeah, but and stereotypes are one thing. And for the people that kind of feel some way about the stereotypes, I mean everybody gets stereotyped. Everybody get judged. It's just a safety precaution. It's like you don't want to have to take the time to get to know everybody or even take a chance sometimes to judge, maybe assume a stereotype, and then you're just going to keep it pushing. Now, if you want to take the time to get to know them to see if that fit that stereotype, that's a personal choice. But it's not wrong for people to do that. Like, don't nobody have to accept you if they don't want to deal with you. It's like, why that's an issue? Why is that an issue? Because people do, we all do the same thing. We literally all do the same thing.
Ain't a convicted felon. You a convicted felon, nigga.
So I'm gonna stop the interview right there because they keep like black screening and stuff. So and then not only that, like I don't care too much about these beefs and stuff like that. I just wanted to kind of see what was the take on the black community and see why people had their issues with them. And like I said, I don't. It's not never personal. People take everything personal because you really want to be a victim, but we're not victims anymore. But I'm sure people deal with certain things, but it's like this your time now to do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be. Nobody's holding you back. We're not dealing with slavery no more. I never dealt with it. My mom never dealt with it. My grandma's on the older side, but that's a lot of time removed from that situation. We're in a place to be able to do whatever we want. Nothing's holding you back. If your argument is, well, systemic racism and stuff, well, there's other black people that's successful. Nothing's stopping you. You start your own business, you market yourself, you grow. Nobody can hold you back because it's what the people want. If the people want what you're selling or whatever the case may be, it's like they can't stop you from doing nothing. So this is the time to be who you want to be. This is literally the time. Do what you want to do. Grow, make money. There's Cash Apps, there's Venmo, there's PayPal. Your money can come directly to you. Okay, yeah, you pay your taxes, you do your thing, 1099, whatever. But it's all on you. Nobody can stop you. It's like, so that's not an excuse no more. You want to be a victim for your inadequacies. You don't work hard enough or whatever it is. And like I said, I'm generalizing because I don't want to isolate myself and I don't know every black person, so I don't know what they're going on. Realistically, I can only speak for myself, and I know I don't make these excuses. If I like something or want to try something new, I just jump right into it. That's how I got into the YouTube. I'm like, friends around me ask my input or ask what do I think on stuff. So I figured I'd just bring it to YouTube. And that's what I'm doing. Like nobody's stopping me. I'm just doing what I like to do. So or what I want to do. And that's what it is. Like nobody's holding me back. That's going to do it for the video, man. If you can, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Leave me something to react to. I'm open to react to almost anything. Almost anything. Don't be no weirds. That's going to do it for the video, man. Peace.